Hey guys, this is Kenny Adams, and this is the first workout video that I'm going to post on the road to the WBFF Miami 2015. Guys, the purpose of these videos is to give you an update on what kind of workouts I'm doing to prepare for the show and why I'm doing them, and maybe be able to teach something as well as share some new ideas that maybe you haven't done and you can take it to the gym and try it. So with that being said, guys, let's jump right into it. For the next 8 weeks, which will leave me 12 weeks out from the show, I am going to try to put on a little bit more size in my shoulders, in my legs, in my chest, in my arms. So how I'm doing that, how I found that my body best responds to is reps. My body responds best to reps and getting a good squeeze and contraction through the whole sets. My rep range, my working set rep range, and I'll explain that in a second, is from 8 to 12 reps. I don't go any lower or any higher. Now those sets of 8 reps that I'm doing, the last 2 to 3 I'm using a spotter to help me get. And my workout partner's name is Deke, and he is a great guy. He pushes me, he encourages me, and he's a great spot as well. So I highly suggest a good workout partner. But back to what I was talking about. Those 2 working sets that I'm doing, or those last 2 sets that I do of an exercise, are 8 reps, and I am struggling on those last 2 to 3 2 to 3 reps. It is a struggle. It's all I've got to finish those 2 to 3 reps. So I usually do per muscle, per exercise, I'm usually doing 4 to 5 working sets. Now, I do not include warm-up sets as part of my routine. I usually do 2 warm-up sets at the beginning of each workout to get blood to the muscle, but those aren't included in my routine. Those are warm-up sets. I only include working sets into my routine. So I'm doing 4 to 5 working sets. And the rep range for those working sets, like I said, is 8 to 12. The warm-up rep range for the 2 warm-up sets is 15 to 20 reps. So that's my rep range, and that is my number of sets that I do per muscle group. Okay, so day 1 is heavy legs. Okay, we are going max. We're going as heavy as we can during those working sets for 8 to 12 reps. Okay, this is strictly for mass and breaking the muscle down as much as you can. We usually start with extensions to get blood to the muscle, get blood to the area, and then we'll go into our either squat or leg press. I don't mind using a sled. I've found a way that I can build my quads and my glutes just as much as I can during a squat. It's a controversial topic that we'll talk about later. But you know, I have found that I can build just as much muscle in a leg press as I can a squat. So I alternate to help save my back. And then we'll usually do hamstring curls. Once again, staying in that 8 to 12 rep range, 4 to 5 working sets. Okay, and we're going as heavy as we can. Now, those are the only 3 exercises that we do on heavy leg day. Excuse me, sorry. Get a little water. So we keep it very basic when it comes to heavy leg day. And that's usually done on a Sunday when no one's in the gym. No one's definitely doing legs on a Sunday, and the squat rack's available, or the leg press is available, and we can move throughout the workout and take our time on the exercises that we want to. So day 2 is chest and one bicep movement. Okay, so how I split up my chest day is I always start with incline, because I feel that gets as much blood to the muscle, to the chest as it can, because I like to work from the largest muscle down to the smallest muscle. So we'll start on straight bar incline. Straight bar incline. Okay, and we'll do our warm up, and then we'll do our working sets, 4 to 5 working sets, and then we'll switch to dumbbell incline, and we'll do 3 or 4 working sets there, just to exhaust the muscle, just to get as much blood in there as we can. And then I'll go to a fly. So I've gone from a push to an almost pull movement. Okay, so the first movement I'm doing is working my tris and my chest. Second movement I'm doing, second exercise, is still working my chest, but it's not working my tris as much. So it's giving my tris time to relax. So we've gone from a push to a pull, in theory, okay? But it's still working the chest. And then so we've done incline, we've done a fly. I'll usually do an incline fly first. Then we'll go to a flat bench press, okay? So now we're back to working the chest and the tris. The tris have recovered, okay? And then we'll do 4 to 5 working sets on flat, going as heavy as we can during those working sets, really pushing ourselves. And then I'll go to another fly, usually either a decline or a flat fly with dumbbells. Okay, and then at the end of chest day, we go to one bicep movement, going as heavy as we can, because the bicep is pretty fresh, because we've been working out our chest and tris. So I also want to hit a muscle while it's fresh. I try to hit arms twice a week, and I'll explain that in a second. So that's chest and bis. Okay, that's day 2. Day 3 is back and tricep. All right, so with a back movement, I usually start with close grip, reverse lat pull down. Okay, that warms my lats up pretty well. Like I said, 2 warm-up sets, and then 4 to 5 working sets. Okay, then I'll go to a row, either a dumbbell row or a seated row. I usually prefer dumbbell row right after the lat pull down, reverse grip lat pull down. And then I'll go to a wide grip lat pull down. Okay, and then I'll go to a seated close grip seated close grip row. Okay, so we've demolished the back, but what's fresh, what's semi-fresh, is the tricep. Okay, so I will go do a heavy tricep movement, either a dip. Usually I'll do a dip. Actually, I'll go to the seated dip machine, and I'll load 3 or 4 plates up on each side, and we'll do 8 to 12 reps, and just going as heavy as we can, as hard as we can, to hit the tricep while it's somewhat fresh. And then let's see here. Day 4 is light leg day. All right, so the legs have recovered from Sunday, and then Wednesday we'll hit them again, just to fill them up with some more blood, help them recover from the heavy leg day. And this is a totally different workout. I usually do 200 reps of extensions, sets of 50. Okay, holding each rep for about a second or a good pause. All right, so we are doing 50 reps, 4 sets of extensions. That warms the legs up more than you believe. If you've got the weight right, then you're stopping in the 3rd and 4th set around 25 and taking a break for 2 or 3 seconds, then going right back into it. You're having to split up the reps. So I'm doing 4 sets of 50. That's 200 reps. Then we go and we do 400 weighted lunges. And this is not heavy because you're doing 400 weighted lunges, all right? So you've got either 10 to 20 pound dumbbells in each hand. But this normally takes about 10 to 15 minutes to do. I like to do them in sets of 25 on each leg. So it does take a while, but we run through them. We're sweating, we're drenched, our heart rate's up, our legs are shaking by the end, and then we go and we do 200 hamstring curls. And we do them in sets of 50, just like we did the extensions. And yeah, we're doing lightweight, but we're getting a ton of blood to the muscle. And usually we are barely walking out of the gym on light leg day, and we've killed it. Day 5 is shoulders, and kind of like chest day, I will start with overhead press with a straight bar, okay, to get as much blood to the muscle, build mass in the shoulders, because I really, really need to work on the size of my shoulders to make my waist look smaller. So I do shoulder press with the bar, and then we go to dumbbells, okay? We don't get too heavy on the straight bar shoulder press because it is a real constricting movement. You can't, your hands are stationary on the bar, so your shoulders are stuck in one area. But with the dumbbells, it's a little bit more free movement. You can go with the rotation or the range of motion of your shoulder. So we'll do our 4 to 5 working sets with the straight bar, and then we'll go 4 to 5 working sets with the dumbbells. Usually 4 working sets with the dumbbells, and then a drop set at the end. A drop set is usually I do 80-pound dumbbells, and then I'll for 8, and then I will pick up the 40s and do double, a minimum of double, so that's 16 reps that I got with the 80s. So I'll do 80s for 8, and then I'll jump down and I'll do 40s for 16 to 20 reps, minimum. Then we'll go to side lateral raises, going up to about 50 pounds for the working sets. And they're not, it gets to a point where you can't really do a full rep because you're exhausted. But, you cheat a little so you can go ahead and get as much blood and tear as much muscle in the shoulders. We'll then go to a reverse fly to hit the rear delt. And then let's see, we will go to a shrug. We usually do shrugs and upright rows together. So we put 2 exercises together, which is a superset. We work up to about 405 on shrugs, and then end up doing 45-pound dumbbells for upright rows. I keep the shrugs higher in reps because I found that my delts respond best to higher reps when it comes to shrugs, and I also keep my reps higher for upright rows just because I found that I respond best to higher reps with those 2 exercises. And that's shoulder day. And then on day 6 we will go ahead and hit arms. Okay, so we've hit arms on day 2 and day 3. So they have fully recovered to hit arms on day 6. And arm day is kind of odd. Okay, so we'll do a bicep movement, tricep movement, bicep movement, tricep movement, bicep movement, tricep movement. Okay, so 3 different exercises for each muscle group. And that's how we break it up. It's a bi, tri, bi, tri, bi, tri. Okay, and the reason we do that is we exhaust one muscle, one bicep movement, and then we'll exhaust a tricep movement. But while we're exhausting the tricep movement, the bicep is recovering, so we can still go as hard as almost as hard as we did on the first exercise. Okay, so while one is working, the other one's recovering. This is very, very important. Okay, so we usually start with a close grip flat bench press because it's going to work a majority, all of the tricep, okay, and some of the chest. So, like I said, I like to work from the smallest muscle or biggest muscle group down to the smallest muscle group. So, we usually start with flat bench, close grip flat bench press, and then we'll go to a seated preacher curl. Okay, so going from a tricep to a bicep. And we'll, do our working sets. We'll do one warm-up set and then a working set. And then we'll go back to a tricep movement. Either a rope, a tricep extension, rope tricep extension, or we'll do a bar tricep extension. And then we'll go back to a bicep movement. Normally hammer curls is the second movement we're going to do for arms. And then the third movement that we're going to do for tricep is a tricep kickback. And then the third movement that we're going to do for the bicep is a reverse grip, or excuse me, a reverse curl. And you've hit all three heads of the bicep and you've hit all three heads of the tricep. So that's the most important part, is to hit the whole head of the bicep and tricep. Okay, and if you've given it 100% during those working sets, then your arms are pumped and they're demolished at the same time. So guys, that is my workout schedule. So day 1 on a Sunday, heavy legs. Day 2, chest and bi. Day 3 is back and tri. Day 4 is light leg day. Day 5 is shoulders, and day 6 is arm day. Sorry. Everybody asks cardio. What do you do for cardio? Guys, I'm a firm believer in fasted cardio. What is fasted cardio? Fasted cardio is first thing in the morning, before you've eaten anything, going to do cardio. It's not extreme cardio. It's a consistent pace. I like to get on the Stairmaster, set it at 60, which is 60 steps a minute, and running it for 30 to 45 minutes. Now this is before I've eaten breakfast. All I've had during the day, once you get up, is 8 to 10 ounces of water. This burns everything that you've slept on. It's also going to kickstart your metabolism for the day. So you're a calorie burning machine for the rest of the day. Guys, I am starving after the fasted cardio, and then I'm starving for the rest of the day because my body is wanting more calories. So with that being said, I also do cardio at night. Okay, I go ahead and I do 30 to 45 minutes of cardio at night to make sure that I'm burning off, if I had something bad during the day, to make sure that I'm staying as lean as possible and I'm burning off the calories that I ate during the day. Now, guys, this is show prep. Okay, this isn't something that you would need to do year-round. I highly suggest doing fasted cardio if you're going to do any type of cardio year-round. But the only reason I'm doing 2 cardio sessions a day is because I'm show prep. Okay? Abs. How many times a week do I do abs? I do abs every 3rd day. So a Monday, Thursday, and then it happens to be a Tuesday, Friday. So I'm doing it every 3rd day. Excuse me, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. And then I also hit some abs with some of the girls at the gym, because surprisingly I've got a weak core, and I am always willing to learn something new. So I've been working out with a few girls at the gym that help to help build my core. So I do abs twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, depending on how it falls. So guys, that's my workout routine. If you have any more questions, if you want me to get in detail with anything, please leave comments below. I will answer any questions. We can have phone conversations. We can message. Doesn't matter. I don't mind writing routines, helping you with your routine. But try this routine out. Try the push-pull routine. Try doing a chest and a bicep, and then a back and a tri. If you're in the monotonous chest bicep or chest tricep, back bicep routines, change it up. You'll be surprised with the pump that you would get. So try it out for me. Tell me what you think, and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and thank you for taking this journey with me. Like I said, in the future, these videos will be shorter. This is a 20-minute video, but these videos will be shorter, more to the point. I'm going to make the workout videos, some of them in the gym, some of them working out with different people. So there's a few surprises down the road. But guys, stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and make sure that you live, love, and be healthy.